Welcome back to Tahoe. Tonight, General Manager of South Tahoe Public Utility District, sitting next to me in the studio. Richard, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And so I discovered a myth out on the town, and it was my belief that you guys made a lot of money off of water that we flush down the toilet and sell it to farmers over the hill. Not true. Not the case.
Not the case. We've been doing this since the late 60s as a requirement from the state of California, and we literally give the water away. We built a pipeline over to Alpine County, a reservoir to hold it all winter, and then all summer it flows out through canals, and it's distributed out to 6 private ranchers who irrigate pastures for cattle.
And it's treated in two locations, right? There's one in Alpine and there's one here in South Lake Tahoe.
Well, all the treatment is actually in Tahoe.
Okay.
There's a storage reservoir only out in Alpine County.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And there's a new, tell me about that new reservoir right off of Pioneer and Black Bart, is it, that I've seen pop in over there?
Oh, well, it's only new in that we replaced, there's a plastic liner in it.
Okay.
That's actually been there since the 1950s, since the plant was first built.
And is that overflow?
It's an emergency overflow in case the export pipeline has a problem or we have to do maintenance on it. We can actually store up there the effluent.
It's just become more noticeable now because of the new liner on there.
Yes, we replaced the liner about the other year.
One thing that is a big topic are rates going with the water bills, and the development of South Tahoe Public Utility District. You're having a workshop to get the public's opinion. Talk about that and what you see coming out of it.
Okay. In the workshop that you mentioned, December 19th at our district headquarters at 1275 Meadowcrest Drive, 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll be hearing the first presentation from our rate consultants who are looking at the costs that are needed to continue with our capital improvement program. 2 of the main projects, which alone cost $10 million, are associated with that recycled water facilities that we were talking about. One is the pump station that pumps it over Luther Pass into Alpine County, and the second one is to improve and expand our irrigation area where we can actually use the recycled water on our own ranch that we own in case one of those private ranchers decides to develop his property, and we'll have backup for it.
Okay, and easy concept here.
Yes.
Kick up the rates earlier, you get to develop faster. More funding.
Yes.
Or the second option, slowly increase the rates and develop slower. And that's what you want to hear from people. Which do you want at that workshop?
And there'll actually be more than even 2 options.
Right. Oh, okay.
Because that station out at the end of Christmas Valley, it's approaching 50 years old, and so its reliability is decreasing. It's a one of a kind in terms of the electrical transformers that are there from the Liberty Utilities. Some of the parts of the facilities aren't even made anymore. Our guys have to machine the parts when they're fixing them. So the reliability is decreasing as we approach its 50-year life. So there'll be 3 or 4 options to look at.
Would you say that's the major necessity? Is that location there?
Well, that location is
probably the number one that you guys need to work on.
Well, on the recycled water, that would be the one. On the water side, we have things like our metering program. We're a third of the way through that. A faster metering program means that the fairness issue is addressed. Right now we have 2/3 people still on flat rate, 1/3 on metered rate.
Okay.
We can get meters in the ground faster. We've been offered a 0-interest loan from the state of California. Again, it takes a little bit more money from our customers to proceed faster with that program.
Just like everything, the world goes around.
And I know nobody wants to pay more for their services, but that's why we want.
In the long run, if you're a homeowner and you want to invest, in the infrastructure, that's where it's going to be. So December 19th, starting early, you said? At
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock
in the morning.
Utility Works office.
Yes.
All right. That's Richard from South Tahoe Public Utility District. Get your opinion in. It is your time to rant and rave. December 19th. We'll be back.